Good evening, and welcome to Dyom, where I will be pizza and you will be the viewer. I don't know why I suddenly felt the need to do an actual intro for Dyom, but here we are. All right, here we go. I have not restarted my computer since last Sunday, is the other thing worth noting. So, that's a little bit of a problem, or not really a problem, but you should probably do it more often than that. And I have a crashed San Andreas on my laptop. We'll fix that next. Okay. Files. Okay. Window projector. I've done all this before I did the intro, but this is Dwam and I refuse to prepare. It's the wrong monitor. See if the mouse freaks out like normal. I'm curious. Yep. Moving the mouse very slowly. This is on my main monitor, so it does not like it for some reason. And no one's ever been able to explain to me why San Andreas has such opinions about 4K monitors on this computer and the last one in the same monitor rig. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, I should set up the camera a little better. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Wow, and I'm live. Okay, here we go. Ignore. And it crashed. I don't know why. Why the hell is oh right, because Bandicam's on from last run. Oh, and that probably means auto hotkey's on. Yes. Okay. Hopefully this is the actual start now. All right, here we go. Maybe. I got a loading menu. Shit, that's not good. Really close. We tried deleting the Dyom save files and see if that fixes it. Sometimes if you get a bad file, it gets stuck. I'm not completely convinced, but it's worth a shot. I think the servers are down. Yeah, I'm stuck on an hourglass. That's odd. But it's seeming to load a mission if you can see the sidebar. That's weird. Try one more time, but I don't think we're going to have any success tonight. See, did the title change? Hourglass, hourglass, and stuck. Yeah, I think the server's down. Wait.
Kill the zombies. Kill the boss. Kill the zombies. Kill the zombies in waves.
Might have success. Lady's not amused.
Kill all zombies in SD.
Yay! Not headshotable. Hey, it's running. Off we go. Oh, God. And a Josh mission just to spite me. Kill Josh's guards and kidnap him. Great. Published in 23. Yeah, that tracks. I hear a Plinkies. At least they have sane health. What the hell is he shooting? Oh, God. Oh, that's my buddy. Locked? I'm not sure what the machine gun button is on this config. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That was fun while it lasted. Okay. Okay. I started this fire. I can't be mad about it.
This is the end, Carl!
Now go get Josh. True Hundo Plus anymore to Jefferson Hotel. The shade! The sheer shade going on in this fucking Dyom mission. I love it. No one likes me enough to be this shady of me. Ah, well. Okay, that sounded really needy, and I'm sorry. Because there's no way to meta complain about not being famous that doesn't come off as ridiculously terrible, so... At this point, I'm gonna keep digging, but here we are. I'm gonna drink my pink lemonade. And, just keep driving. That's my plan. Yay! I don't know what the negative one's about. There we go. Kill all terrorists and take the village back. Crash City. I pressed F and it crashed. Hey, it's Ethan. How you doing? How you doing? Dyom is extra unstable tonight. It's just the way I like it. You know, you gotta pick extra spicy when you do your Dyom, right? Hourglass. It came up. It's like laggy on the server end for some reason. What a night. Let's go and get something to eat.
Let's go and get something to eat.
Okay,
Today
Nico.
I am going to a local Chinese in town. First thing first, let's check my range on my F.
Hey, mine's charging out front,
Go
okay?
and check your range of your electric Buffalo car. Oh, on my car has only his 40 miles of range left.
I only get 50 on a full battery.
Worry about that later. Let's go to the Chinese in Bayside.
What a plot,
Walk
though.
to here.
Why didn't I just take the car anyway? Americans will do anything rather than walking the fucking
So this is the main
block.
street of Bayside. The restaurant should be near the end. Walk up to the restaurant. Here it is. The local Chinese in town. Go in.
What
I'm here
choreography?
to order food. I am having duck with orange sauce. That is really nice. Much better than Gatton's rubbish. 8 out of 10. Let's go back to my car. Go to your car.
I like message raps. Why you being sucio, homie?
Someone would think I would steal a car by now. Also, a
This
charger
car
in a
needs
public lot.
charging ASAP. Gonna look for one around here.
It wasn't
There is
charging
no
while you were
sign of
eating.
any charging stations in this fucking lot. This is insane. I thought San Andreas got a good infrastructure. Shame on you, San Andreas Goft. Right there.
Oh, man. Nico bitching about a lack of EV chargers was not on my bingo card for today.
Am I seriously kidding me? Not one charging station here. This is getting annoying now.
You gotta look on plug share,
According
bro.
to the GPS, the nearest charging station is in Tierra Robarda, just over 30
Like
miles
fucking
away.
Tierra Robata would
Let's
have
get
one.
to it.
5.
Drive to El Cubrados to look for charging station.
Yeah, I could take the helicopter, but it feels like it would be, you know, ignoring the intent. I don't know why I'm suddenly a stickler for that, but you know. I gotta sympathize with Nico and his barely charged EV. Over the usual walking. Yeah, that's legit. And I want to be clear, I am an American. We get annoying as hell high temperatures. But I have no intentions of bitching about the fact that, you know, everyone else is struggling with it too. Because I am sitting here with an air conditioner going, you know? And it's not even that hot here. It's like 80 Fahrenheit, which is like 20 C, 25 C, yeah, somewhere in that area. I don't, like, it's fine. It's completely bearable.
Right, I should be able to find the charging station
When you're dealing
here.
with the fact that Europe doesn't have a lot of chargers going,
Only
it makes
7
perfect
miles
sense.
of range left. It's going to be very close.
Been there.
Which charging station at the gas station?
I had to take an EV to, when I got an EV rental to go to Philly, it was, oh boy. I should have just given up on the rental and just taken my fucking car. I'm at least a
Finally
hybrid.
charging station at last. Let's charge my car.
Out of order? Why?
It says 5 hours to get it fully charged. I can't go any further otherwise my
Hey,
car
Thrill,
gonna
how's
die.
it going? Welcome.
5 hours later.
Nico's mad he has to charge his car.
Oh dear me. Let's go back to Bayside. Park your car near hotel in Bayside.
Here in the morning. Yeah, that's not terrible, but yeah, especially midday can be warmer, and that's, yeah, it's a whole thing. Again, and the big thing too is like what you're used to temperature-wise. I also won't make fun of Texas for like having a lot of trouble with when the temperatures were low. Because they're just not built for winter. So here is like, oh, it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit / negative 8 C. Big fucking whoop. But then like, oh, they all have electric heating and the power grid's overburdened? Oh no, people are gonna die. Yeah, it's just, it's all about your infrastructure, what you're used to. And the other big one that's easy to forget too is how humid it is. Because humid 70 can be worse than dry 90. Like, that's the famous go-to saying about Arizona, is at least it's a dry heat.
What a day. Let's go to the hotel and rest onwards. Go to a hotel to sleep for one more night.
I gotta admit, an EV-based adventure is not high
To be continued.
high interest. Yeah, well. It was at least entertaining that Nico voiced it. Well, that did count. At least it's a dry heat while actually on fire. Live demo of Arizona.
Real ugly in a minute.
Yeah, but there's no moisture. To absolve your training, you must. Don't worry, we will not let you die. Use the hot wire to let you live. Yeah, I'm ready. And the other thing, too, that makes my house, like, absolutely need AC is that this is just a metal box. Use this mobile. It's an intentional 4. But very costly at bought. Yeah, I get it. Whereas I have 3 of them in this place. There's one in the living room, there's one in here, and there's one in the, in the bedroom. And I also can tell you I would have such a hard time sleeping without that thing on. Oh yeah, the fan will get you, yeah. Clear the farm from terrorists. Why do I have a fucking 4-star? C-E-Z-A-K-M-I. Artistic decision, bite me. Is it does not feel like they want me to have a 4-star. It's a Thunder. Yeah, you gotta have the white noise if nothing else going with the fan. What will be tomorrow? You observe the final test of your training. Yeah, the big takeaway, Thunder, was that the Northern Hemisphere is very hot right now. Professional killer, then a serial killer. Did you fucking forget to put me back? Drink soda during heat waves. Yeah, you need something that's actually hydrating. And alcohol will... Bad idea. So nice of the mission to give me some transportation. Oh shit, the SAM site's active. I'm into the danger zone. While listening to Apple Juice? Nah. I think this might be another classic case of not fucking testing your mission. And yes, I'm not using the plane for a tactical advantage. Yes, it's full of guns. Shooty, shooty, bam, bam. But, you know, I was mostly just dealing with the fact that they forgot to put me back at the farm I was already at after the cutscene. Just like, you know, beta testing 101. Like, making me drive across the map, rude. Forgetting to check if I needed to drive across the map because you fucking forgot about me. Just plain awful. I heard a plank. The GTA 6 announcements. am thoroughly on why the fuck is there single player DLC for $20? Like, I don't know. I am firmly on the do not buy until convinced otherwise camp right now. Like, they're not giving a significant reason to actually want to fucking pre-order the thing. So why would I fucking pre-order something that already shows they're locking some random customization behind a paywall? Like, okay, I think some people are blowing a little hard on the internet about this. I really do. But I also think that coming out with this announcement immediately of, oh yeah, well, you know, if you want these tattoos in single player, you gotta pay extra. I was like, what the fuck? Albums over food and drinks. Cool. Grenade! Molotov! That ain't good. That better. Physical copy with no disc. Then that's the greatest bullshit of it all. I know they don't want used copies of GTA 6 to exist in any degree. But like, why the fuck are we even bothering at this point, you know? Like, why would I buy... Like, why would I buy a copy of a game that I don't even get the fucking disc for? That's cheap. Get it. Gave about 30 albums. Sounds like it. Yeah, I am firmly on the do not fucking buy that game policy. I put an announcement on the Discord earlier today that anybody who buys the physical or who buys GTA 6 today is getting banned. I don't mean it, but like, why would you pre-order it? So that's about the summation of my thoughts at the moment. Hey Sophia, how's it going? Yeah, but the thing is, there's a certain carve-out for Nintendo. I'm not saying it's fair, but like, Nintendo does Nintendo shit, and we all just either ignore them or put up with it, you know? Myself included. Myself definitely included. But, you know, it's like, the thing is, like, I don't feel like everyone else is gonna necessarily pull this off. And I'm not gonna say there are good alternatives to this, but it's starting to get compelling at this point with this bullshit. Yeah, there's no reason to pre-order this soon. And also, pre-orders used to make sense back when we actually had some, like, limited copies of, like, the Xbox 360 kind of era. Now, it's just like, why do I have to give you your money before you give me the game? Storm warnings, other than not too bad. Yeah, you're not the only one. It's definitely getting hot in the Northern Hemisphere now. Who was commenting on that earlier? Yeah, Iskro was commenting on that earlier. But like, so I think, Aaron, was it you who posted the comment that you can download it a week earlier, but like, if you can't play it, you know, a couple hours is all you really need. Play immediately day one, yeah. And I also have a lot of butt hurt because GTA 5 did not work on my PC for an entire week after it released until they patched it. So, it was just a mess. And again, this is going to be a console-only release. So what, am I going to go buy a fucking PS5 and spend $100? Why?
Tips are good here.
And then I can just buy a fucking PC copy when it comes out? Personally, I'd much rather let everybody else have a go at it first, get an opinion, and then decide what I want to do about it. And it's probably going to be 100 gigs. Which, given the RAM, or given the storage crisis, is just going to make everyone pissed. Okay, 100 gigs isn't that bad, but there's going to be a lot of people on the who are iffy storage-wise who are going to have a lot of opinions about it. Oh, shit. That was an alt-tab, my bad. But yeah, that's... Okay, I get... Can I have the pizza's moment of, unbridled, irrational nostalgia? I really miss fucking PS1 and PS2 games. You could make this shit in 2 years, and it was one of the greatest titles of all time. Not Dyom, San Andreas. But, because fundamentally... Crash. Because fundamentally, it's relatively simple geometry, it's relatively simple coding, and you could actually make a fucking amazing game in like a couple years. The lead times weren't insane, and it didn't take a fucking 500 gigabytes. 80's not that surprising, because 60 was the new normal, and this is a new flagship game, so it's like, just add 20 bucks. Yeah, man. It's being a little touchy tonight. Missed the 2000s yourself. Yeah, I gotcha. The Walking Death, Part 12. Like, it's just... Okay, I do fully concede, obviously, graphics are better these days. But, like,
Hey,
the other thing...
Let's go to someone I know.
The amount of, like, the
That's
fact that now it's everything is, like, the AAA publishers, and it just turns into this whole fucking thing. Like, where's the fun in that? Where the fuck is my friend's abandoned house? Oh, fuck you right off. And when they had manuals too, yeah. But the main thing is, like, the other thing that I think is worth publishing, like, Spyro was made by a Insomniac, which I think was like 20 people tops. So, the barrier to entry for an actual published good, one of the best games of the console, like the console era, and I'm not saying Spyro specifically, but any game, is relatively low. Like, the barrier to entry is relatively low. The turnaround is relatively low, because basically every PS2 game, I think, was made in a year or two. That's just kind of what it was. Oh, you know, yeah, okay, I understand I'm putting a ginormous asterisk on that, but work with me, you know? So, you got that, and then you got the fact that, like, you could have faster release times, they could be more affordable, because they were actually, you know, just a smaller effort that, you know, smaller product, smaller profit. And it's just, you know, it feels like we've just lost everything good about gaming of that era in the fact that it's these massive releases. I want to be clear, there was absolute god-awful games back then, and you could spend an entire, you know, month's allowance. I never got an allowance, but, you know, you could spend all your birthday money, or however you like to count kid money. You could spend all your birthday money on a game that was absolute garbage. But at least you could sell it used at GameStop. You might get, you know, 4 pennies in a button, but you get something. And then, you know, you could trade the store credit in for something else, and you know, at least there was all that going on. It was something. GTA 6 is much more than just a game. And here's the thing, I think, with that, Aaron. I'm picking up the comments there, if you're wondering. Is that I think the big thing is, I don't think GTA 6 could possibly, in any one of a million universes, be as good as people think it will be, because it has too much expectations on it. Like, there's gonna, because, you know, like, hypothetical is gonna meet reality one day, and it's just gonna be like, eh. Like, it could be an amazing game, but, like, with the amount of pent-up ambition for the thing, it's gonna be mixed results, I think. stuff used to release fast and usually without losing quality back then, not just game
In this
missing
house
2+
we're
this
staying.
season of a show. Yeah. Is that any new Spyro confirmed? I don't think so. I would look at a Spyro 4 with extreme
Zero, I think
caution.
your hunger is gone.
I think so too.
Then why do you keep eating cookies?
Because I'm fat! Yeah, I don't know. Continue. Good lord. Okay, thank you. But yeah, okay, like, I treat new Spyro like I treat Tony Hawk's. I expect it's gonna be garbage. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 plus 2 and 3, but not 4, were all good. 4 lost the plot entirely, and I will not be buying the next title in that series if they make one. Life is life. I think I know what to expect enough not to be disappointed, but it's impossible to live up to the hype. That's my big point. So, like, everyone keeps thinking of, like, the most random off-the-wall shit and saying, well, this better be in GTA 6 with how long we waited. Yeah. Sir, we find Big Smoke. Go there. Take. Get in this car. Xbox Series S. How do you skip -1 missions? Because the server's lagging and being a little crashy. And somehow if it crashes in a specific way, it's giving me a -1. I've already cleared it a couple times, but it just keeps happening. The actual answer is because I'm that fucking good. Like, Spyro, the PS2 Spyro game was meh at best. Not gonna ever fail. Cockstar is just too big for that. Yeah, and like, here's the thing. It's gonna have an amazing impact on the casual market, that's for sure. Whether or not it's gonna be, you know, like, meet the desires of the, you know. Thank you. Whether or not it's gonna meet the desires of, like, you know, tryhards is iffy at best. So, I don't know. It seemed a little early to know that number that specifically. I'm not saying you're wrong, and I am saying if it's true, I hate it. But, you know. We're gonna get a car. Yes, indeed. The question was if there was gonna be a Spyro 4 or not. And I said I don't give a damn until someone convinces me to. There's your today's certified pizza hot take. Too many shitty remasters. One, two, three, gold. PS2 era, iffy at best. Okay, 3 was starting to lose the plot a little. But not in like a I hate it, I can't stand it way. Just like in a, all these side characters didn't really make the game any more fun. And the Insomniac, the original publisher, specifically said that they didn't want to do, like, 3 was the last one they did. Specifically because they were completely out of ideas of what to do with the game that were actually going to be good. And I respect the hell out of them for, you know, understanding that, you know, let it be when it's time for it to be. But that Spyro, that PlayStation 2 game with the, all the different breath powers, it's alright. It's a huge downgrade from the games from the other games, but you know, it was at least something. I was doing a replay of it like a couple months ago. To be fair, I did lose all momentum on that too. I think it's on my PS2 emulator still. So, I don't know. I understand. I am picky as fuck when it comes to remasters. I really do. Like, I am not the market you're going to satisfy. Don't try, is kind of my advice. Are you fucking, you bastard. Boom. I like the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Really good remasters. Not perfect, but really good. And, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 plus 3, great. Pro Skater 4 on the other half of the 3 title, garbage. Don't want it. Don't keep that shit away from me. Yes, I know I just lost a 2-star and then immediately got it back. Problem is I have so fucking little health to work with here. There's no health and armor pickups, and I keep getting stuck with a fucking 2-star. Joke's on you. Only an idiot tries to T-bone someone on a bike. Let it drop, let it drop. But yeah, I'm very, like, there's a certain part, little voice in my head that's been cynical about GTA 6 for like 2-3 years now and feels really, really vindicated. But I also know that that's not logical, and that's just, you know, me just, like, reacting to the fact that it's fucking $80 plus DLC for single player. And with how much effort they put in, like, since they can't, when you also got to factor in the fact that they canceled the single player DLC for 5, you got to factor in the fact that they definitely are, oh god. I tried. But when you factor in the fact that how much money, time and energy they put into online and canceled the storyline DLC for 5, the odds just don't look in our favor when it comes to, you know, 6's storyline actually being emphasized seriously. It feels like it's gonna be a shark card marketplace more than anything.
Go inside Zero's shop.
And I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. I really do. But, you know, single-player DLC before gameplay does not inspire a single drop of confidence to flow through my veins. I'm going to need your help again. Destroying their camp. And now what's next? Don't worry, this is going to be easy. I want you to take down his men using my plane.
Get inside Zero's van.
You heard of deodorant?
Oh, stranger danger! Sure, it's outside.
Launch the red back. Kill Berkeley's men.
Yeah, good job. Wait, is CJ in that thing? There's no fucking way. To be fair, Cameron not following the player happens in Dyom about every 5th episode. But an RC vehicle's a new one, that's for sure. Six, just like they did 5. Yeah, but the problem is, to me, is that they figured out milking it after they made, after they made the single-player mode of 5. It seemed like they're milking 6's single-player mode from the moment the word go. And that's got me a little worried. That's shit. I think I'm at 2. Whatever. This ain't gonna be PB. If I got really lucky from here on, it would be possible. They definitely did not turn off the SAM site. I don't think there's a way to do that in Dyom, honestly, because I don't think I've ever seen it done. Look, you had a good plan and disguised yourself as one of the top... Whatever. Congratulations. Steal the government weapons. That thing gonna... Okay. I was sure that thing was gonna roll out the fucking hell. A fucking SMG. Get to the government office. Sinister. Hands on, I know everything to do. Well, that's a little new. Oh, it's the crack den-ish. You know, the one from RTLS where you go take over Glen Park. Got the government document and the access card, boss, but no emerald. Continue. Well, at least I've never seen that interior used before. I wonder if the bad camera's why. Pier 69, but Ryder's still alive. What fascinating gameplay. Hey, Holmes, I'm up here. Go around the back. That wasn't even trying to imitate his voice. I think at that point I was just making a silly voice. Beat Up's house? Yeah, that's the one. With, like, Little Bear? Yeah, it's the one, like, just immediately south of Grove Street. So what's the plan? T-Bone Security got here real early. Watching over the pier. Caesar talk on phone. A hovering phone. Okay, that's not terrible, but that is hilarious. Hey. Yeah, I see you. Please look down by the side entrance. Shit, they're headed towards the roof. This is literally just Pier 69 so far. Presumably. I haven't played the actual storyline in a while. There's only supposed to be 6 guys, and they're all supposed to die to one shot. And yes, he just shook off a fucking headshot.
Don't worry, fellas. I got it.
Thank you. I was not looking forward to making that shot.
Make your life long. Stop running.
CJ, he's not moving.
I ain't backing down, bitch.
My bustin' was tight. My bustin' my tight. He came in his sock? Chopper inbound. Packages. They have traffic off. They didn't lock Caesar's car. Later, nerd. Here's 69. Yes, but did you miss the epic trick where I threw him in the water from the hood of a car? I'm proud of that. I was your homie. Homie, you betrayed Grove and you joined Ballas. Thank you. Look at that car! Where is the smoke? He's success now.
Government.
Roll him up.
Welcome to Ganton.
Good Lord. Whew. Yep, there's a 3-star. There's a 4-star. Woo! Definitely got low at the end there. Were there oh, that's Caesar. Never mind. Say, why is there another CJ? And then, like, duh. Could someone go play the rant Josh has for when the cops are the real enemies? Cause that. Half armor. Hi, Louie. How's it going? And hi, Lost Video. But the writer does not betray. Yes. And a lot of balls to kill. And the speedrunner forgot how to play this casually. Which, I mean, isn't that hard. You just fight up the middle. Well, it's not like it's easy, but you know what I mean. Grove is cool. Yeah. Immediately unbetrays. How much of an unbetrayal is it if he just does it instantaneously? Lag spikes returned. Yeesh. It's not your RAM timing this time, huh? Vision best. Zombies are otherwise riots. At least they got a minigun. Keep following your goal. Windows are a hardware issue. That would not be surprising. They lived happily ever after. And in the immortal words, now kiss. Oh shit, oh shit! Poland. Take the second entrance. Oh, the gate's shootable. See if that fixes anything. See, if shit wasn't so fucked right now, I'd say just buy another hard drive and start over. But yeah, no. Ooh. I think I need to actually go fix the 2 terabyte external storage drive I have that's an NVMe and get that back to normal regulation use, and put it to switch to having an external. You won't pass. Nor will that Bobcat. Why? Its road is blocked. Yup. Exactly. Car meow. Ooh. I know, right? And here I'm sitting here like I don't have a retirement. Well, okay, I do have a retirement fund, but my actual retirement fund is the fact that I own about 8 terabytes worth of NVMe drives. I know. Bow down before me. That wasn't impressive 6 months ago. Assassinating with the knife, do it quietly. Hey, look! It's just fucking the boat mission. Good job. Oh no, they spotted you! Or they are spotted you.
You dead now.
love how half the mission of Dyom is just trying to scrub ammo. Yeah, because I knew they weren't going to give me fuck all. I love you, Dyom author. Don't fall in the hole. Ah! 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 I think getting stun locked on the side of a container, where I can't fucking move and I'm getting pelted with a shotgun is as good of a time for screaming as any. Let's go plant bomb. Go under the deck. Yeah, fresh assholes. Surprising. And by surprising, I mean totally unsurprising. Thank you. I think something got stuck in my nose briefly. For once, it wasn't my finger. Okay. If I ever need to explain why my humor's not for anybody, I'm going with that joke. I did not pick up that ammo. Bombs? Oh, those are RC bombs. Let me guess, fresh assholes. I know from experience on these Dyom missions, if I jump over the side, I'm fucked. Because usually this marker is, well, it's down, but I don't think it's in the water. Might be. Hard to say. It's in the water. Yeah, it's in the water. What do you want? He probably was there from the beginning. I just walked right past him. Twice! All right, over the side. Sure enough. Yeah, if I was sure of that, it would have been faster just to swim the length of the ship, but you know. The problem is if it's actually still up there, there's no fucking way to get back. Drive to beach. Why did we get to do this? Fuck yeah. America, fuck yeah. Five, 4, 3, yay. Yeah, it's okay. It was very much a paint by numbers of an existing mission, but it did twist doing the captain before going down in the hold, so it was okay. Yeah, I'm at like a 7. Okay, there's health and armor pickups. The enemies were relatively well balanced. It tried to include some stealth, but it didn't force it for way too fucking long. I'm giving it 7 out of 10. We're doing 100 plus. Yes, this is season 2. We're going to try this again. Yep.
I need some feria now.
Basically, what I decided to do is that all the episodes of season 2 are... One, I just wanted to draw a line in the sand and restart the number at 0. And 2, I decided I actually really like the 100-minute format. So we're doing 100-minute episodes instead of 60-minute episodes. And the other nice thing about that is that basically from this side of things, we're only doing 1 episode a week. Or every other week, roughly, somewhere in there. So that basically I'm producing 100-minute episode instead of 260 minutes, which adds to 120. It makes a more cohesive feel, and it's a little bit more straightforward. And since 100 minutes is 1 scoring block, it has more possibility to go right or wrong as a whole thing. So, yeah, and I don't know. Somewhere in there, like, I feel like this is true of almost any kind of casual, like, format. Like, once you get over 100 episodes, somewhere in there, you just need to start, start the number over. I'm sure season 3 will happen eventually. Well, okay, I don't know. I love Dyom because there's nothing else like it, but I also don't fully know if I, want to do this forever, because... Like, we've lost the AI voices, no one's supporting this because I'm the only one left playing it, basically. It's a, speedrun format. Which is fine. I'm not mad Josh doesn't want to play it anymore. It's, it does get repetitive. And I also switched from doing this every week to every other week. But, I just, I don't know if I want to do this forever either. Like, I'm definitely an outlier in terms of still doing it, but, I don't know. Why are the AI voices gone? Basically, I can't remember who's who's doing it. The AI support is gone. Kappa. Kappa indeed. The Kappast of the Kappas. And, the thing is that, the reason why Dyom also fits nicely into my life is it's a fun game to play while inebriated. And not take fucking seriously, Like, I'm chilling over here. I'm consuming some, adult beverages. Cheers. But, I'm not, trying to make it like a whole thing either, Just, hanging out, chilling out, taking it less seriously, maintaining a little bit of a YouTube presence, because, I technically upload my PBs here, but, how often is that? And the nice thing, too, is it gives it, a little bit of differentiation in, the format. Because, if you watch me play on YouTube Live, you're watching Dyom. If you watch me play on Twitch Live, you're watching the speedrun kind of content. So, and I was doing casual streams on the Pizza 4 bot, but I might move those to here, too. I don't fucking know. So, I don't know. like, it worked out nicely for me, and the nice thing, too, is if I record directly to YouTube, we don't have to edit them. Absolutely the fuck not. Dual streaming? Nah. Wasn't working early in the stream. Here's the weird thing. Originally speaking, like, a third of the characters or less, probably closer to a quarter, are GTA characters. Those still work. But if you get any of the other, like, TikTok voices, like Santa or, the nasally voice kid or whatever, you're not gonna, oh, 10 out of 10! Exactly what Dyom was designed for. Oh, man. That just completely blew away whatever the hell I was saying. Oh, yeah. Like, if it's one of the generic TikTok voice, like, AI voices, those are all gone. The custom GTA AI voices, like, of the GTA characters, those are still on. So, it's impossible. So, basically, it results in about a quarter chance of a voiceover. And if it is a voiceover, it's, oh god, only 250 rounds. If it is a voiceover, it's a GTA character. Yeah, we got pretty good ground out of the minigun. My shooting wasn't perfect, but yeah. We'll never live see that. Yes, I know live and live are the same word, but it was funnier that way in my head. But it's a live streaming format. Oh, technically you could play Dyom by yourself, but that sounds pretty fucking lame. Anyway. Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's a little bit of a shell of its former husk. I'm such small potatoes in this. It's not like I'm mad no one's supporting me. And also, like, you know, it's like I'm not offering anything back either, you know? I don't have enough technical skill to be able to support myself or, like, you know, say, oh, if you help me on this project, I'll help you on your project. Oh, it's Perrick who was doing it, I think. But, you know, since I still got a working API or a working script that does the thing, I don't fucking know the difference between the two, honestly, then I'm perfectly content to keep doing it like this for the time being. But yeah, it's, you know, I don't know. We're hanging out in a ghost town. How much scripting does Josh do? Not Josh, Perrick. Josh can do a little. I can do none. And I also feel kind of bad, because the whole premise of me bringing Dyom back for Season 2 is the fact that Tank is I'm not putting a lot of effort into it, you know? Like, from a fundamental aspect, I am legit, like, I love you, Dyom author! 40 rounds, you fucking tease! But, accordingly, it's, thank you. Gotta really, like, okay, miniguns are overpowered. Like, I admit when they give me that little ammo, it's just not that useful. Like, okay, I'm glad I took out the tank with 20 rounds. That was worth it. But, like, trying to, like, ration the fuck out of it as much as I was there, just don't bother. Anyway, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, it's a complicated endeavor, and it's like, you know, there's a huge amount of popularity of, like, you know, MTA needs supporting because a lot of people like playing it. When Dyom is basically just me from the speedrunning scene at this point, It's not like I think people should put a lot of effort into this. Getting 6 on console, oh, to the hell to the no. We were discussing that a little earlier. That, I think, 6 on console is kind of bullshit, especially with, 1, I don't own a console. 2, the fact that it's $80, and 3, this is the most important one, there's a fucking $20 DLC for single-player content already! Watching content before PC release? If you want to spoil it for yourself, spoil it for yourself. If you don't. I have never watched the trailer for GTA 6 still to this day. That's an intentional choice by me because I figure I'm going to play the thing anyway.
If you don't have
I'd rather just, have as much of an original experience as possible. I'm not going to be able to avoid it completely by moving into a cave, but I'm going to have a good time with it on PC for when it comes out on PC is the way I look at it. And blackouts can do pop. Can't spoil it for myself if I put so much ethanol into my brain that it doesn't remember anything. I don't know. That's a strategy. You're the first one I've heard of trying that, but there you go. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been blackout drunk. And I'm fucking 34. I'm not about to try for the first time. Hillbilly.
Type
Then you
critical
get 6 and a
Sam.
PS5 Pro, you enter the giveaway. Yeah, that's a reasonable choice, but
Oh, help me out, let's wake up.
I'm not entering. For the amount of shit I talk about Viper, if I won a contest from him, I don't even know what I'd do with myself at that point. Write a 1,000-word essay about why my choices make no goddamn sense?
But what was that? All this that does not matter. I said, where is Hassan? Find her.
But yeah,
think
like even
she's
in
not
college,
here.
I
Les,
would
we should
drink
check
to
other
excess,
places.
of course, but not to the point of actually not remembering what I did the night before. Holy hell. Dancing in the dark. Yeah, I have music going, but I have it muted for you guys, unfortunately. Curse it on YouTube. Ah, fuck. Did he just poop? Meat. It's what's for dinner. Business lady meat. Shit's meats and dead bodies. But how am I here and what are Alex and James? Good viewer. It's a fucking 2004 game. You're already getting it overplayed in terms of original resolution. I don't know what to tell you. My eyeballs. I have fried them to the point that I can't see anything less than 4K Ultra. I'm sorry. Where the fuck is this thing? Okay. Yeah, no. Problem is the jetpack can only go so high off the ground, so yeah. That just busted. Oh shit, the wrong way. Look, if it's your personal gaming and you only like to play 60 plus, great. I personally can't see frame rate. I'm not arguing with you here, Thrill, to be fair. But like, yeah, no, I don't get it. Like, I think here's the thing. I participate in, like, okay, there's a fucking coffee grinder sitting back there, you know? I participate in being a little smug about my coffee, a little smug about my gaming, a little smug about my photography equipment. You know, I've got a lot of shit like that going on in my life, but I think there's a huge amount to be said. High definition audio is another one. I think there's a huge gaping argument in life. There's a certain level where people have just made their personal identity out of not liking things that are not of sufficient quality for, you know, them, so that they can be smug about the fact that, well, I only like 4K set to 120 FPS. That kind of thing. And like, look, I in college tried to make a persona for myself by being the guy who walked around fucking barefoot. I'm not saying I'm immune from this shit. I'm just saying I'm glad I grew up from it.
Hey, over here, come on, keep up.
This is all about RT. High fidelity because I'm worth it. I am so pampered, I can't understand what life would be like without it. Man. Like, okay. The one that drives me up the wall, I don't know why we went there, and I really don't care. Is that there's a concerning number of people in life who legit think that graphics are more important than gameplay. And like, okay, I don't want to harsh anybody else's vibe, but they're not having a good time anyway. Like, yes, there's a lot of stunning PS5 games, but you know, there's plenty of stunning PS5 games, presumably, I don't have a fucking PS5, that are also just hollow shells that aren't a lot else going on. And like this game, yeah, it hasn't aged that amazing texture-wise. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. But it's still good. Like, the bones, the structure, the whole, like writing. I have so many complaints about the writing, but there's so much to like about it. There's a reason people are still playing this game. Like, I don't feel that sometimes. Like, there's so many games that should have been better and they just weren't. I don't know. I like a good, like, visual novel-esque experience where you just kind of go through with the thing. But I also like Fallout New Vegas that looks like garbage in the year of our Lord 2026. But it's so fucking good. You know? That for me is the big thing. I will play an amazing, spectacular, the world's like most compelling story, text-based, shit that house. Text-based game before I'll play like a stunning game that has nothing to do and is just a tech demo. Yes, I know, I fucking love New Vegas. Hail Kaiser! I need to play it again sometime. Graphics were worthless, the artistic direction is shit. Why the Definitive Edition trilogy looks so ass. Yeah, I've softened a little bit on the trilogy, the Definitive Edition, but I think the facial recognition of it is high. Yay! The faces are so bad. And the fact that this was even pre-Chat GPT, AI upscales of everything just looks so messy.
Did you see my
First play through New Vegas. I have played through 11 rounds of it. And you know what's funny? I was supposed to do a playthrough of that shit with Shy, but it just kind of never went anywhere. Most of the way through the last one. And that's the thing, the DLCs are so fucking good too. So I need to treat myself to a new playthrough in New Vegas. What happened, T?
T-Bone, we found the guy called Jose.
All right.
Leave the club.
I gotta think about it. There's more booze in the fridge, but I genuinely don't know if that's a good idea.
Go to the drug factory.
What's the opinion of the peanut gallery on whether I should keep drinking? Blackout alert. Fuck's sake, hang on. Playing through again with the Legion aside, probably a while though. Yeah, that's fair. You're not going to want to do it immediately. The Legion playthrough feels kind of hollow to me, but I'm glad it's an option.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Hi, handsome.
You like how steakhouse smells?
I sure recommend it.
I am gonna be so pissed in the morning. Everyone prepare for a pissed off monologue in the morning tomorrow while we're playing an NMG run. I did it to myself, but that's fine. Been about a decade or so. Do an evil one. Man, I have mixed feelings about 3. Thank you, Ethan. Keeping us organized. Also, make sure I put the trash out after this. Trash day. I'm gonna be hella pissed at the garbages here in the morning. This is On the Rocks Cosmopolitan. And half the bottle's down in a wine glass. Fuck's sake. There we go. There we go. Cheers, you bastards. Oh, that's good. Yours is Tuesday. Funny how the trash people go to different houses on different days of the week. But I do hate Friday. The day I'm most likely to remember the fact that I'm supposed to put the fucking trash out is Friday.
Interrogate Jose.
No way, Jose.
T-Bone, what do you know? Chill.
If I don't drink some water after this, I'm gonna die.
Hours later.
2 hours later. An intense interrogation
Kill Jose
center.
and look for smoke.
Actually, Tuesday for you too. You know, it would save time
T-Bone,
that way.
he didn't know shit. I slipped a few things out of my mouth. I killed him so he wouldn't teeth. Under the containers for good measure of cost. The tribes are coming to take them down.
Back time. To find a way.
Go back to the club.
Or do we replay Y mixed? Okay. I'm gonna pull the executive override and not ruin it for you. Go do a replay through of Fallout 3 and ask me for the rant afterwards. Okay? Otherwise I'm gonna need you to put both keys in the ignition and prepare for a ranting pizza. But I genuinely would rather you enjoy the experience again and then hear me bitch afterwards. And you could say, God damn it, pizza, you're full of shit. And have enjoyed your time, you know? That's the way I look at it. I don't see any benefit to ruining someone who's looking forward to something. To be fair, I'm kind of looking forward. I think I'm going to play Fallout 4 next. So that should be fun. But like, nah. I don't know. Cheers! Yeah. But, like, if you're specifically telling me you're looking forward to playing a game, and I would be nothing but an asshole if I told you a bunch of reasons why I think you won't and you shouldn't enjoy it. So, the monologue lives rent-free in my brain for the rest of my life. You could ask me this, Pizza, you're in the nursing home and they're talking about taking off your ventilator. Could you please tell me that Fallout 3 read? And like, oh boy, Sonny, have I got the tale for you? So, I think it'll be good to perpetually delay this one until you actually want to hear it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Freddy Krueger in the woods. Okay, 14 minutes to go. And a 2010 mission. Back when the pizza was in high school. Dun 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 dun. All I gotta do is keep tapping F. Because you gotta tap F and you can kill anybody in this game. It's not a big deal in normal gameplay because why would you notice? But it's a big funny thing in Dyom because overpowered Cliff isn't a big deal. Your favorite type of pizza? I actually fucking love a Hawaiian or a meat lovers. Hear a contradictory without ruining anything. I understand that, Ethan. I do trust you, and I do believe your conviction and your opinions, but I do also believe that once you point out certain things behind the curtain, it's hard to unsee them. So I sincerely suggest that we do this again in a year. Yay! Thank you, sir. Oh God, I'm gonna die in the morning. Might as well finish it! Get the American muscles. Not been a long week, but it's been I'm right on wind where I'm about to play it. You know what? Here's the thing though. The power is on Ethan to figure out if he wants this monologue and when he wants it, right? So he can procrastinate all he wants, it's fine. I just, genuinely speaking, do not want to ruin someone else's gameplay experience because I have a strong bone to pick. So, I would rather come back to this when it's the right time. So, you know, maybe the right time's never. I don't fucking know. Ethan, go live right now. Live playthrough of GTA 3. Why not? I'm not driving to another town on a hope. Oh, man, my face feels funny. Yeah, okay, I'm drunk. What do you want? I'm not gonna go operate heavy machinery. Yes, it is Fallout 3. I don't know what I said. I have this weird left-right A-B mix-up thing in my brain, so whenever someone says something like that, I assume I said the wrong thing. I'm not gonna ever say, well, I did the right thing, because I live in this head. I know what it does. Why are these so close together? GTA 3. Claude is an incredibly flawed character. And he's only a protagonist because he's a blank slate that makes no goddamn sense. There you go. Hot take time. Fun fact, if I'm holding the microphone, you know you're in for bad time. Weep. Bastards. Trying to simulate races in Dyom never go well. Makes me uncomfy. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'll put my hand down. I think how much less fun Dyom would be if we couldn't use mouse control. But why are there so many goddamn markers? Like, seriously, the lag between them showing up and me getting in them, they're increasing in distance, thankfully. It's just annoying as hell. Like, yeah, make sure I don't take shortcuts, but you know, what the fuck otherwise? Booze in the driving hand. Or booze in the non-driving hand. That's one thing I significantly love about San Andreas over 4. Your camera angle will end up in a decent position that will just work if you put your hand off the mouse, which for a speedrunner is an incredible advantage. Like, I like full force camera overall, but the fact that you have to constantly have your hand on the mouse and keep following the action, like, who the fuck programmed that? Well played. Would use arrow keys to smooth the cam for drifted. That's not a bad method. We'll try that again. I want to win.
CH3 detective word. Slash I move, slash I put every dollar we won last time we go. Slash young, slash your crate, slash I. Oh, cause I slash young, slash you idiot.
These are just way too fucking close together.
Electric sound.
Electric sound. At a rare Dyom fail condition. No, but it was amazing. You should fail a Dyom mission for me losing. Set. I'm not mad at all. I'm actually genuinely impressed. Like, genuinely. Problem is these markers are so fucking close.
Slash I hate eagles.
Yeah, I can't keep that one. Yeah, it's a good concept, but the markers are too close together. And they're too sensitive in terms of distance, so that they're very hard to race. Kills a random NPC of the other racer past fish. Yeah, no, that's a good way to do it. Basically, you're like, okay, Dyom is a very limited platform. So you gotta come up with bullshit coding methods to solve the problem.
I need your bike.
I did say get on, but I didn't say to what. But, like, you gotta come up with ways to do that. And, like, honestly, if you can come up with creative ways to, achieve a reasonable mission result, I am impressed, not mad, by any means. I think about it like a creative exercise, like writing a poem without the letter E in it. It's an artificial challenge, sure, but it's really cool to see what people can do under it. And honestly, moment of drunken self-boasting, okay? Okay? I'm sorry. Moment of random self-pride is the fact that the main reason I think I do better at this than, like, especially English Ben, is that I can actually fucking appreciate things. I don't go on 20-minute goddamn rants about how the person who made this is the stupidest assholes who ever inhabited this planet. I want things to be good. English Ben sometimes want things to be so shit that they're not worthy of attention. Like, I think it was a Max Payne episode where he, like, went on, like, a seriously 10-minute goddamn rant about how about how, like, there's a
Just come
shotgun
meet me in
trap.
my
I'm like,
office.
just,
These
dude,
wives are driving me
it's a
nuts.
thing. Move on.
Okay then.
Like, just, if you can't come in to a concept like this and try, I mean try with your whole heart to have a good time with the thing, don't fucking play it.
There's been a change of plans. Meet me
I
in an
am
alley
rooting
behind
for
the-
every Dyom mission I play to be the most incredible thing I've ever touched. And for that to demonstrate the fact that the author is the genius and one of the most incredible creative minds that's ever lived. Like, genuinely, sometimes you can find some incredible gems in here. If you can't come into that with that mindset where you actually want to enjoy the thing, why the fuck are you playing it? I don't go on rant. I
Sorry
don't
for the
go
change
on
of
rant
plans.
sober.
Gotta pick up something from a client.
I know.
What's so urgent, lawyer memory? My ass. Shut up for a second.
$2 million worth of diamonds have arrived in San Andreas.
drunk.
The diamonds have...
No operating heavy machinery. But, like, sometimes English Ben makes much better content than I do. I know that. I'm not mad in any way that he has so much better of a following than I do. I really am not. But, like, his personality sometimes is so grating. I'm not reading this, whatever. He was trying. Is that it's just sometimes it just genuinely feels like a level of, or like I'm rooting for it to be good. I feel like he's just waiting for the slightest thing to point out how it's complete garbage for content. If I'm not willing to try and have a, if I'm not willing to try and enjoy something, then I shouldn't fucking play it. Genuinely. Because, like, what's the fucking point of this thing? Like, okay, yeah. Sometimes diss tracks are fun, but, you know, like, genuinely. I think the thing I have to offer as a mediocre Twitch and YouTube streamer as I am, is that I will actually get in my ass in here and try things and have fun. I will actually try and some level of positivity, have some level of fun, will make some level of fun of myself, and we'll just, you know, enjoy the thing and not, like, take everything so fucking seriously about how, like, some 12-year-old moron made this mission, and, like, why? Like, just, did you actually try with an honest heart to enjoy the thing? Try with an honest heart. Open yourself up to the possibility that you will enjoy this and see if you'll enjoy it. Sure, plenty of times you won't, but, like, if you don't start with that premise, what's the fucking point? Easier to criticize than cherish? Yeah. No, it's like, it's like extremely fast to find something wrong, like, with this shotgun guy up there. Oh, boy. It's really easy. Fucking. We'll try it one more time. It's really easy to find what's wrong with something. It's really hard to just try and actually look at the good aspects of things and keep a neutral mind. County's insulting instead of going, nope. That sounds about right. Ooh, condensed money. I hate her kind. Hate on Ireland. Ireland and England have such a complicated relationship. In thousands of years of bullshit, mostly on the English side, to the point that I have no interest whatsoever in trying to have a cohesive opinion on the matter. But yes, they genuinely have a whole thing. The name Oliver Cromwell comes to mind. Basically, oh man. Okay, England briefly was not a monarchy and turned into a vague republic / dictator weird nonsense thing. I don't fucking remember. When they try to switch away from religion and switch towards a more normal, like, empirical government. There was an asshole named Oliver or Cromwell. I think his first name was Oliver. I don't fucking remember. Who tried to basically take over all of Ireland by force by basically killing everyone in there. And yeah, it has thousands of years of conflict, including the English and the Irish really fucking hating each other. It turns out if you go for any particular distance, nearly any two groups of people will fucking hate each other, and quite often for bullshit reasons. Like, I don't take the Irish side necessarily. I don't I'm quite happy being an idiot American who does not have nearly enough understanding or power or say to have any kind of opinion on the thing. Because, obviously the English occupation hundreds of years ago, terrible. The IRA's bombings of the English subway, terrible. But, fundamentally, some point you don't need to figure out who's right and who's wrong. You just need to understand that shit's complicated. And, I don't know, I don't understand why there came a point in human history where we had to understand that we had to have this definitive point on every fucking human conflict in terms of who's right and who's wrong. The answer is usually, this is what happened on that fucking Legos case in Utah. Is basically, they're both right and they're both wrong. That's just what human history just fucking is. Now, I'm willing to take the stance very often that someone is very wrong. But I'm also willing to take the stance of, they also have some way to justify, even if it's sometimes paper thin, that they also were wronged as a group. Unprecedented execution of English military came as establishment of strict military-based dictatorship. The whole thing started with him using a U.S. States quiz, seeing how many. The front page that day, making me look dumb. Are we talking about English, Ben? Kiana? Unprecedented execution of King. And Reef, FX, I know we're talking about, Cromwell. Yeah. He knew other regions. Okay, I want to be clear. I don't expect people to understand all the American states. There's 50 of them, that's a lot. I don't know all the British counties, but I don't know. There's also a certain, smugness of ignorance of not knowing them, too. Display context. Yeah, you're good. This is... I hate to fucking use this words after it's been... trampled to death is the whole safe space thing. I'm yeah, but, speak your mind, it's fine. I'll remember this in the morning, but I won't remember specifics. So, I don't know. I don't think English Ben's a bad dude by any means. I just, there's so much, concentrated levels of, opinions in the world that are, just, I don't know. I feel like there's a certain level, okay, everyone's got a streamer persona. I'll be honest, I do too. Every single person who presses that live button with a camera and a microphone pointed at them. I killed the guy who was helpful. Whatever. Every single person who's gone live with a camera and a microphone pointed at them, or whatever, has you know, has to build a persona because you can't, like, for your own sanity, you can't let people into the real you fully. You should base your persona on an actual, like, version of yourself. But you also, like, have to, like, try and shield yourself a little bit. And there's also a certain level where you understand, like, how the internet works and that, like, content is content and clickbait is clickbait. Yeah, there's a lot more of that mission to go. I'm glad I didn't get through it, if we're being honest. But, like, there's a certain level of that, and I feel like there's a certain level, like, I really fucking hate people whose internet persona is just being pissed off, like, so fast. My internet persona is being more, like, understanding, not more less. Like, okay, I'm normally a fairly empathetic person, but I also, like, you know, I also understand that on a fundamental level, like, I'm having to, like, you know, like, you have to make it like almost like a stereotype of yourself to make it work. That's just how, you know, being a person on the internet is. But I hate how many people's characters are based on being negative. Like, just enjoy, try and, like, why is it so much to ask to be the little kid who enjoys something and just is? And just, it drives me insane. Like, that's why I've worked so hard to foster a culture of good vibes and chill. Because it's genuinely what I find more comfy and more fun to be in. You know? That includes the viewers, that includes the speedruns, that includes all of it. There's a cutscene. That's just who I am. Have I been a pushover in life? Sometimes, yeah. But, like, you know, I do not, like, it hurts my soul on some level to approach everything from a level of negativity, so. Yeah. That's your pizza rant, the pizza who's no longer in any way coherent rant about various things that it just, I can't just, where's that fucking marker? I just can't, you know, try and be that level of negative and be okay. What the fuck is that? A self-therapy. Think it's called online. Yeah, you have to take it easy. I want to see what's up there. Yeah, that's where I was having conversation. Yeah, you know, okay. You know how much being a smart person in life is vaguely remembering something and then, like, knowing what to Google? That's most of what my talents as a human being are. Oh, we're about done with this episode. I need to put the trash out in K the fucko. But, I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. I think the vibes in here got extra cozy. Like, probably the tightest level of cozy I've ever seen in a stream. And you know what? I fucking love it. 10 out of 10. Probably the best episode of Dyom I've ever done. Hey, look at this. But yeah. When you watch someone Google, that's effectively. I have a coworker like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's a glitch in AutoCAD where there's a setting whether you want to open the fucking GUI when you open a file. Like, so that you actually get it to, like, so you can do the file browser so you can actually, like, go look, like, say, users, my username, documents, project XYZ, and then file 123 CAD. You know, like, you have to open, like, or that's DWG. You know, you have to open the file like that. There's a fucking setting in AutoCAD where you can turn that shit off. It took me, I swear, fucking 3 minutes to convince him this is a setting. It's a stupid setting. All I gotta do is go Google how to turn this thing back on, and like, but Scott, I gotta show you how this thing works, and like, I already know. Yes. So watching someone who doesn't know how to Google either need to show you their entire life story and how it led to this fucking error, or just like not letting you like go work with the information you have is like, God, that's infuriating. Can't you drag the file back in? I mean, like when you do a file open in like any project, you know how like it pops open like the little window in the middle that shows you where, like, shows you a browser so you can go open it. That's what I mean. You can turn off the GUI for that, so you actually have to type the fucking file extension into AutoCAD. Why is that a thing? I don't goddamn know. But it's like one of those things that, like, you know, that just comes with working with a software package in 2026. You just like, oh yeah, it just does that some fucking times. And you just go, yeah. You put on file FSX or whatever the fuck it was, you know? It's only a legacy thing. Yes, AutoCAD, I want to remind you, was programmed without a actual mouse interface. It was programmed so you had to type everything in line by line as a command. It's a file prompt that married a 2D workspace that some asshole refused to break future compatibility and basically made forever get stuck with this random add-on attributes. AutoCAD dates to like the fucking 80s. And once in a while, it'll still have those bones going on. Windows XP with mouse. Yeah, no, it's better now, but like once in a while, like this is a great example today where, you know, there's this background nonsense that goes on where you just have to understand that it's this bullshit from the 80s that just has these problems built into it, you know? So it's like, yeah, that's just what operating CAD sometimes is. You just have to understand that like it's a much older product that's just been maintained in legacy. It's like, you know, if you remember the classic story where Windows Excel, where not Windows Excel, Microsoft Excel thinks that February 29th, 1900, the leap year exists. You know that whole thing? It's like that, but it's an entire file system where it's like, we don't want to break that. Too much for the legacy users / companies. They won't upgrade if it's all different and they need to train or replace people. Okay, here's the problem. Autodesk Incorporated has a near goddamn monopoly on the entirety of drafting software used in commercial applications in the year of our Lord, anything 20 or 2000 on. So what that means is they have no goddamn incentive to fucking fix anything. So as long as there's a patch made by somebody else, it's fine. I have long argued the only reason that AutoCAD still exists is because it's too far of a tangent from what programmers like doing. So there's not a compelling open source version existing. SolidWorks still the alternative. It's kind of just a different flavor for a different thing. SolidWorks is great for 3D modeling. AutoCAD's great for line work. Revit's great for buildings. You know, it's like kind of just like one program for each thing. And fucking Pizza 4 ranting. Yeah. The timer ended like 10 minutes ago. I'm still mad. And the fun thing, I'm enough of a person that I love having a goddamn microphone in front of me, so I'm having a good time. Use SolidWorks. Yeah, SolidWorks is a good program for what it does, like 3D modeling. Like, I use a lot of Revit, which is a building-based modeler. That's also an Autodesk product. So is SolidWorks. So is Civil 3D / AutoCAD. They own goddamn everything. Why play missions when pizza can just spout off about how pissed he is. I agree. But yes, the problem is there's like one competitor to Autodesk in the method, and that's Bentley. And fucking nobody knows how the hell Bentley is or why they still exist. Like, I know some of my friends from the government, like, you know, like government jobs who, like, you know, I work with some, like, a couple of my friends took government jobs after graduating kind of thing. I don't know why whatever. They work, like, they do a lot of fucking open roads and, like, you know, the Bentley products. But, like, no fucking private industry on this goddamn planet, like my company, uses open roads. I opened that thing, like, I opened a trial version of that once just because I was curious and like, what the fuck is this nonsense? And I think, honestly, there's a certain argument that Bentley's only propped up so that Autodesk isn't argued for a monopoly, similar to Apple when Microsoft was worried about them going out of business. So yes, we're one monolithic goddamn mega corporation that just controls all of 3D, or like all of CAD work in the goddamn globe. And it's exhausting because there's so many goddamn problems and there's no chance of them ever fixing it. I just know so many fucking Revit workarounds to just solve whatever the goddamn fuck it's gonna try and do to me. These markers a new rant. That would be funny. That would genuinely be funny. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had a great time ranting, but I gotta pee. So, thanks for watching this extended monologue at the end of a goddamn Dyom episode. And I'll see you guys here for Dyom either in a week or 2 weeks. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing next weekend. But I'll see you guys here for Dyom at some point on YouTube, and I will see you guys on Twitch tomorrow for GTA San Andreas. No major glitches, where I will probably die on photo op like a man. Oh, thanks for hanging out, everybody. And gold star for everybody who stayed for this rant, but I gotta understand drunken pizza going on a rant doesn't make a lot of sense. So, you're all heroes. I love you all. I'll catch you on another stream. Bye.